Was good. We're back to 2nd and 5. Sorry it took so long. We had technical difficulties. Tim, take it away.
Um, Now that we got rid of that long conversation about the suspension with Tom Brady. The first 4 games of the season, he got the Steelers, the Jaguars, the Bills, and the Cowboys. So if the suspension sticks, okay, in a 4-game span, I see the Patriots came up 2-2. They're gonna lose against the Steelers week 1. They're gonna beat the Jaguars. I think the Bills will be the team that's gonna beat them. But and this is gonna leave a bad taste in my mouth. The Cowboys, my Dallas Cowboys, and for me being a fan, I'm a realist. I'm not gonna say I say a whole lot of crazy things sometimes out of fun, but a lot of times when my Dallas Cowboys plays a team that they should beat, for some reason, if they're playing against a hometown kid like Colt McCoy, they lose the game. You're playing against Garoppolo. Garoppolo will play the Cowboys. Garoppolo broke Tony Romo's records in Eastern Illinois. They compare Garoppolo to Tony Romo. That'd be the game that I would hate to see the Patriots win. And that would be the game that the Patriots can win. Because a lot of times we have not beaten the team that we're supposed to beat, especially without a Tom Brady.
Okay, I mean, a couple of things about this. A, who cares? I mean, they're probably still going to do very well. I'm just going to be very frank. However, with all that being said, I genuinely believe they'll be about 2-2 or 3-1. And here, I think they'll lose to the Bills. I think, though, the reason why they can go 3-1 is because Bill Belichick, with time, does better than almost any coach. So honestly, it's not because the Cowboys are playing under par. The issue is that the Patriots will play the Cowboys after a bye week. You give Belichick
a week. Yeah.
Prepare for you, he got you. Same thing with the Steelers. You give him a whole. No one's playing in the preseason, so he's gonna have literally from today, when camp starts, to week 1 to prepare for the Steelers. That's why they rarely lose week 1. So in all reality, with or without Garoppolo, I mean, they're probably gonna pick up somebody from the street to run for like 360 yards or something. Who knows? Who cares? That's just what the Patriots do. So, again, like the past argument and this current argument, this literally is much ado about nothing.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't see them doing any worse than, the start of last season. And what they do last season, they started, 2-2? Ended up going to the bowl again, so it really doesn't matter how they start the 4 games, apparently. They can start 0-2 and then just go from there. Once upon a time, I remember the last time that pretty boy Tom Brady missed significant time, there was a guy named Matt Castle that filled in for Tom Brady. Matt Castle is pretty damn awful as he's being cut off roster, and I think he's on the bubble in Buffalo. Matt Castle accomplished an 11-5 record with New England. And to go from an 11-5 record with New England to on the roster bubble in a camp with Buffalo, who doesn't even have a solid QB yet, is pretty damn impressive. And that goes to speak volumes that it's not all Tom Brady running the show. It's Belichick and the masterminds he's got and all the minions he has paired along with him in his regime. So I see a win against Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh just lost their DC. They're getting younger on defense, and they lost Palomalu and huge pieces of veterans. I see them winning against the Jaguars to start the season 2-0. I see a very iffy game against Buffalo due to the fact that I believe Buffalo will rush their D-line and do a whole lot of blitz packages to make Garoppolo very uneasy with his inexperience at quarterback starting out. And that's a game they could possibly lose with Brady not starting. Dallas is also another toss-up. I can see the defense coming out strong because they're going to be high energy against the Patriots team not having Brady there at the helm. They're going to want to capitalize, at home with a win early in the season against them. I believe that comes down, it's hard to see the Patriots winning on the road against Dallas right in the beginning of the season very early for Garoppolo. I see 2-2, but then again, it's really not going to hurt them in the end.
Well, I'll tell you this. Just my opinion alone, it can hurt because, and I keep saying it, the AFC East is strong. Especially that Buffalo game. That's the one game you need to win because it's a division game. The Steelers game, you want to win that game. If you lose, it's okay. But that'd be a game where, for a bye week or something else. The Dallas Cowboys, you could lose that game because it's an NFC game. And, the Jaguars. We never know. Jaguars, to me, was a tough team, even though they're a young team last year. But those first 3 games are all AFC games. You got to really win those games. Now, the AFC East, if you don't want to go to a losing battle of the race when it comes to Miami Dolphins, who I keep saying got better. The Buffalo Bills got better. And the New York Jets definitely got better. They all got one question mark. Jets got a quarterback issue. Can Geno Smith, with weapons now, do his part? That's just my opinion, and I like Geno Smith. I think the Buffalo Bills is kind of the same thing. E.J. Manuel, is he going to live up to the hype of the first-round pick? And now you got LaShawn McCoy. Would it be easier for him now that you got a Pro Bowl run offensive line? The Miami Dolphins, who I'm very in love with, and I keep saying it, that's my AFC team to go to the Super Bowl. The Patriots do not want to fall behind these games. It's going to be important. It is going to be important because those are AFC games, and 1 out of the 3 is a division game. So 2-2 is good. You go 1-3, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, yeah, but they're the Patriots. They're not going to go 1-3. And another thing.
Oh, that's.
But here's the thing: all of these teams you're talking about mainly improved on defense, and again, we've seen it in Houston. Yes, we have. You know why they haven't improved on offense? Because their quarterbacks are all the same. E.J. Manuel is.
They didn't have nobody.
E.J. Manuel.
Oh God! But first of all, wait.
Garbage. Trust me, he's garbage. Geno Smith. He can hope to be par. I'll give you that. He can be par on a good Sunday. And Ryan Tannehill is consistently par. Some days he might show you something on that little West Coast offense. But they're not great. And that's the position that's worth the most points.
Okay, but Sean, Mike, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
I was just gonna say, I understand your gripe with the divisional game against the Bills, how that could be a huge one, but I have this picture, if I can blow it up on my dock here. You can tell under Belichick's regime with Tom Brady and everybody else, this is since 2000 right here. Within the division of the AFC East, they're 26-4 against the Buffalo Bills. And the rest of them, 20-10, 22-10. You have 24 total losses in 15 years. You can't be worried about one Buffalo Bill loss. That's my gripe right there.
But see, I'm not saying you're worried about it, Josh. But you see, and that's the problem. Everybody is overlooking the AFC East. This is the first year that I've been watching football for a long time where I saw this division make moves. All the other time, they be built every 2 years. They're firing their head coaches. They're firing their GM. Oh, well, here's the thing. What moves they made? Okay, look at the Buffalo Bills. First of all,
what moves? Miami got Sue. Great.
Hold on. You got Sue. You got a tight end, Jordan Cameron. Okay, Jarvis Landry came up big. You found your running back in Lamar Miller. Tannehill had a 92 point something rating. He played good at the position, and the defense stepped up big. You got Sue. You got the guys you drafted, and you got what's his name? Brent Grimes, who's a Pro Bowl corner. Everything mixes up. Everything. You still got Cameron Jordan there. So you got a good guy. Look at the Jets. The Jets came out. You got Brandon Marshall for 5th round pick.
Oh boy.
You can argue the Dolphins pretty much stayed the same. I mean, in my opinion, Charles Clay is just as good as Jordan Cameron is currently, if not better.
But Jordan Cameron has been a victim of being the Cleveland Browns.
I
want to see
a big name because of his receiving yardage while in Cleveland.
Okay, but now you're polishing on a better offense. Let's see what he can do. I mean, I like the Miami Dolphins offense. Hey, how about the Jets? The Jets got better on both sides. You got Reeves back.
Yeah,
you got Cromartie back.
I think
you drafted the best. You drafted the best.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, and then what about the receiving corps? It's no more Larry, Curly, and Moe being the three wide receivers. You have Brandon Marshall, a Pro Bowl receiver, and you have I forget his name, the guy they drafted out of Ohio State, who they compared to Deshaun Jackson, Devon, forgot his name.
Yeah, and I mean, it
Devin something. He'll come up.
Already back in their second
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then how about Buffalo? Percy Harvin, LaShawn McCoy. Listen, we're talking about guys who make differences on their own teams. The year before, Percy Harvin was the man in Seattle. Are we gonna argue that?
I can't count on Percy.
Are we gonna argue that?
What's wrong with that? Because
why?
Percy Harvin's played like 12 games.
You have a coach that routinely destroys offenses no matter where he goes. So like,
wait, who? Rex Ryan?
With a quarterback that's been garbage.
No. Again,
coach.
See, here's the thing.
He's a walking migraine, is what he is.
Well, how about this? How about that? Let's give the man a shot. Then now that he has some say-so on his new team, which he didn't have in New York. You had the worst GM. You had Tannenbaum, who again didn't let Rex Ryan drop a play. I mean, let's keep it real. A lot of GMs don't let their coaches make moves. Don't you forget did we forget the Bill Parcells quote?
Hold up.
If you want me to cook the dinner, let me shop for the groceries, right?
What did Chip Kelly do with Mark Sanchez? Chip Kelly made.
But he's in charge.
He made him look okay.
But he's in charge. But he's in charge. He run the show. He's running the show.
But no,
Chip Kelly's running the show.
I'm saying no. Okay, we're picking players. I got you. You're right. He did not get players. Great. What did he do with the player when he was there?
Okay,
and
fine.
Every year, Sanchez got worse. And
okay, let me ask you this.
Ryan, I don't really care. Let's look at the schedule. You're only going to have one division game in the first 2 weeks. And then he has like 2-3 weeks before he even plays Miami.
But Sean, how many head coaches work with both sides of the ball? Sean Payne doesn't work with the defense. He lets Rob Ryan work with the defense.
This is what coaches do.
Let's keep it real.
No, this is what coaches do. They know who to hire. Just like when you're trying to dump
but Sean, that's the point I'm trying.
Power. Players is the GM. Coaches hire the staff.
Sean, that's not the truth, Sean. It's not the truth. A lot of GMs.
That's Mike.
A lot of GMs put the. Excuse me, Mike. Excuse me, bro. A lot of GMs put the coaching staff. My own team, Jerry Jones, handpicked the coaching staff. A lot of GMs do that. Tannenbaum handpicked Marty Morgan because why? He worked with his father. That wasn't a Rex Ryan move. That was not a Rex move. Now how about last year? No, how about Marty Morgan? Who picked that one? That was the GM who got fired last year from Seattle. Why? Because he wanted Rex Ryan gone, so he got hired Dan Quinn. How about you, Josh? You're a Giants fan. You know that. Who handpicked the Spagnuolo? It wasn't Coughlin. It was Jerry Reese, who I think is one of the top GMs in the league. He picked Spagnuolo. Who's the one who fired who picked the coordinator for Green Bay? It wasn't Coughlin. It was Jerry Reese. Why? Because guess what? The coordinator you guys had was what? You're too old school. Those playbooks don't work. Am I right or wrong, Josh?
To a certain degree, and he was also the best coach available out there at the time when we.
But who picked him?
That go into it, right? It was you can't say it's all Jerry Reese because the Mars are a huge part in the Giants organization.
What I'm trying to say is this: if it's still the Maras and it's Jerry Reese, those guys are above Coughlin. That Coughlin sit down and say, "I want that guy." No, he did not. Jerry, they moving on with time. But what's important? The guy the Green Bay offensive coordinator, his offense fits with the NFL for right now. What was the guy who got fired? The GM of the Giants' old offensive coordinator. What's his name?
Okay. All right. I forgot his name. I'll give that to you. Okay, great. Gonna give you all of that. You're right about Ryan. He didn't get a shot. Here's my problem. Everything you're telling me is not been done. It's all potential. So potentially,
You're right.
But I've seen so many of these on-paper teams not come together because of chemistry. You're forgetting that. It takes years to develop the chemistry.
That's true.
So I'll give you this. Next year, it could be a real problem for New England. It could be a real serious problem. But don't tell me immediately when all these players hop out the garbage can and jump on a team, all of a sudden they're going to play together better than what Belichick has been going on for 2 years.
All right, you guys got to make your last word soon.
Well, can I say at least this, Sean and Josh, that, and I agree with what you're saying, Mike. You're absolutely correct. It doesn't work in 1 year, but those three teams play pretty, even though their record don't really say for it, but don't really show it, but they play pretty good last. Even Buffalo, they split with the Patriots. That team got better. They added pieces on. They didn't lose pieces. So it's like last week when Cooper was on. Great argument. Which was debating about the Cowboys and Giants. My argument was, I'm not saying, if you're saying the Giants are going to be playoff material, what did they do in the offseason to add on to what they had last year? Nothing. They didn't add no pieces on. You just drafted guys. To me, it's building mode. The Buffaloes added pieces. The Jets added pieces. They didn't lose nobody big. So that's really what I'm coming from. But you're right. It takes more than 1 year. But I think Miami Dolphins got that division. This is my prediction.
On that note, we're moving on to 3rd and 1 and the last down. We'll be right back.